Hi folks, and welcome to Third Friday, April 2021. I'm Dan Bush, the owner-developer of 78th Street Studios and also an aficionado of the arts of Cleveland, Ohio. And we're so happy to have you joining us via Facebook Live tonight. We're also really happy to have several hundred people joining us in this enormous industrial complex spanning 2 city blocks and 4 floors, plenty of room for social distancing. We continue to follow the mandates of the state of Ohio with sanitizer stations throughout the building, plenty of room for social distancing, occupancy posted on each individual businesses. We actually have, I think, over 40 artisans and studios and galleries open tonight, so plenty of spaces to spread out and check out the art of Northeast Ohio. But glad you're joining us. We're going to give you a little taste of it tonight remotely as we cruise through the building. And I'm going to welcome you into the lobby heading up to the 2nd floor, where we're going to drop in on the guys at RampArts Gallery.
What's the best way to start? Down here?
Welcome to RampArts Gallery here at 78th Street Studios for this edition of Third Friday. We welcome you back to the gallery. Hope you and yours are well. We're celebrating, and we continue to celebrate, the work of Dana Depew. Dana Depew has shared with us some very new painted on chenille and painted on crochet blankets stretched on frames that he's so well known for. We love this collection that we have of his. You're not going to see this collection just anywhere. So if you like Dana Depew's work, come up and say hi to us at RampArts Gallery. It's super iconic and it's also super affordable. That matters. RampArts Gallery this Third Friday also continues with the exhibit of Rick Schmidt's beautiful, deep, amazing, gorgeous, slick resin and paint compositions. They're super deep, they're fabulous to just stare at all day long. If you really don't want to work, I suggest you pick one of these up at home. They're an incredible distraction. They're fantastical, and we love Rick Schmidt's work. For Third Friday here at RampArts Gallery, we also continue with the exhibit presented by Jamal Carter, a very young photographer, with his first solo show, Southern Gold. Please stop by and tell us what you think of this young, ambitious, talented photographer's work. Thank you for visiting us at RampArts Gallery today, Third Friday. For information on the work and the artists that I have discussed, and for more artists' works that are available, visit us at RampArts Gallery at our website, rampartscle.com. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Randy. What a great selection of art and art gift items. So I'd like to mention that right across the hall from RampArts Gallery is Dr. Larry Waldman with Waldman Fine Arts, a terrific selection of vintage Cleveland art dating back as early as the early 1900s, and also a cool array of vintage toys and other selections. Please stop in sometime and visit with Larry Waldman. But now let's take a left a little bit farther down the Orange Hall on the 2nd floor and drop in. We're going to visit with Hillary Gent at HEDGE Gallery, see what she's got up on the walls. And then we're also going to accompany Hillary 2 blocks west to the far west wing of the 2nd floor, where we're going to stop in and see her satellite gallery, Gallery 215, where she's showing the fantastic work, 2D painting works of Dale Goode. Hillary, take it away.
everyone. Welcome back to Third Fridays at 78th Street Studios. It's the month of April and spring is officially here in Cleveland, which we're so excited about. We've got windows open and it's sunny outside, so we're just glad to see you. For those of you that are joining us virtually, we're so thankful that you've tuned in. We hope you get a good tour of the building and a good sense of what goes on here during our Third Friday events. I'm in HEDGE Gallery. My name is Hillary Jent. I manage this gallery. I'm celebrating 12 years of business this month, which is very exciting. And currently we have an exhibition of printmaker Karen Beckwith and photographer Amber Ford. So their work is on view through May 7th. You see some of it behind me. Karen is a master printmaker. Most of the work in the exhibit are screen prints. We have some of her lithographs as well. And then Amber Ford is an incredible Cleveland photographer. We have many of her black and white photos as well as a handful of color photos on exhibit as well. So if you're interested and you're mainly doing things online right now, we totally get it and we appreciate that. You can hop on our website, hedgeartgallery.com, and you can actually check out this entire exhibition. Just click on Karen Beckwith's name or Amber Ford's name, and you can look at all of the work that we have here in the gallery. So it's kind of like you get a little mini virtual experience of what's going on here tonight. So tune in that way. If you're interested in coming out besides Third Friday dates, we are open during the week, Wednesday through Saturday. Our hours are on our website as well. You're welcome to come and visit. Usually those daily hours are just a little less busy. There's not as many people here, so they're nice, quiet opportunities to experience the building and experience other businesses that are open and come into HEDGE Gallery and experience this as well. So once again, thank you for joining us. We'll take a look around and I'll see you down at the Suite 215 gallery. Hello again, it's Hillary from HEDGE Art Gallery. I'm down the hall from the gallery now in Suite 215 Gallery, which is a beautiful exhibition space. If you make your way down the hall a bit, down the second floor, you'll find us here. The gallery has programmed a satellite exhibition of Cleveland artist Dale Goode's work. If you've tuned in at all in the past, or if you visited, you probably got to see this show or meet Dale. He's a super enthusiastic, passionate artist. I highly recommend coming out to see this exhibit. We've actually had the opportunity to extend it now, so it's running through the June 3rd Friday. The work is all two-dimensional printmaking and painting, mostly abstract, but some figurative work. So if you have an opportunity, come down the hall tonight. You're here with us right now virtually, and check out what's going on with Dale Goode's work. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Hillary, and thanks for sharing the terrific work of Amber, Karen, and Dale with us. We really appreciate it. Now, I'd like to mention that also with us tonight is the Poetry Psychic project on the second floor, which is right outside the door of Blank Canvas Theater, which obviously has unfortunately been dark for the last year. However, please pay attention to Blank Canvas's website. I'm sure it's blankcanvastheater.com. They have been very creative this past year in terms of creating drive-in cabaret performances, actually right next to where I'm sitting, building a stage, staging 9 actors in these windows with little cells in between them. It's really a fun 1 hour long performance. I think they have one coming up sometime within the next 2 weeks. So check it out on blankcanvastheater.com. So now let's cruise around the corner right outside of Blank Canvas's lobby and drop in on Mark Krieger, who rejoined us last month, and we're so happy to have him here tonight sharing what he's got on the easel. Mark?
Music has been very important to me in my painting for all my life. I'm an abstract painter, and music is an abstract art form. If you think about it, initially, if you think of something like a symphony or a piece of jazz, there's nothing there. There was silence, and a composer got an idea that was not words particularly, but tones. Wrote it down in little black notes, and other people read those black notes, play them in a large auditorium with the lights turned down, and it makes sense. It's communication. The painting for me is very much the same. I take forms and develop them. I don't have an idea of how the whole shape is going to go. I get the idea from these little areas that I begin to build up, and as I build them up, and I do them on their for their own sake as small little areas that I work on, and then as I do several of them and I stand back, there begins to become a pattern. So I will begin to sense the way the entire thing should go, and I'll jump back and forth between adjusting the overall shape and arrangement on the canvas and working macroscopically in little areas to make them as rich as possible. My initial ideas for the big painting are always boring, always uninteresting to me, but I can spot when something is beginning to emerge, and I can go with it, kind of like a counterpuncher in that way. So it depends. It could be Count Basie, it could be Charlie Parker, it can be Joseph Haydn or Bach. That's making me that I'm listening to. I'm thinking of a Russian for this guy, Alexander Borodin, and his work has a lovely delicacy, a color. Very early on, I was listening to it, and it began. There was a resonance between the two, and I've seen it, I recognize it, and I'm going with it because it's giving me back some interesting shapes and some interesting colors. A very light kind of touch. One thing I've been doing recently is, as I develop a painting, rather than getting darker and darker and darker as it evolves, I've been adding layers of lighter, more opaque paint, so that as the image matures, it gets brighter. And I like that. So this should take me about 4 to 6 weeks. I'm guessing that when you take a look at it, what I'm saying today will make sense, and you'll see it clearly in the finished product.
Thank you, Mark, and thanks for sharing a little bit about your process. You can definitely hear the music in those paintings. So now, join me back as we head back to our main stairwell. We're going to head down to the first floor, out the front door, around the dock area in the north parking lot, and we're going to mosey over to the front door of KINK Contemporary, where we're going to hear a little bit from artist Tim Bialeski.
My name's Tim Bekaleski. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently a student at the University of Akron. I'm graduating this spring with my BFA in photography. So this show is my BFA of photography exhibition. I'm a queer artist.
So you titled it Best Supporting Actress.
Yes.
Can you just tell me a little bit about where that came from?
All of these images are quite literally me and my friends performing in frame. And so I was thinking a lot about the performative aspect of drag and what drag is to me. And so it started out with just me photographing my friends, and I was constantly like doing them up, doing their hair, doing their makeup, outfitting them, and I realized in a sense it was drag, because drag is what we do every day. It's the outfit that we put on, the persona that we are having the world perceive us as.
Thank you, Tim. And now we're going to continue around the east side of the building to West 78th Street, heading south to Current Gallery, where we'll be checking out their current show.
My name is Angelique, and I'm one of the co-founders of Current Cleveland, a new collaborative art space located at 78th Street Studios. Right now, we're currently exhibiting a BFA exhibit entitled Queer in Nature by an amazing artist named Abby. You will be able to see some of their work here. We are also in the process of building out our micro studios, which will be available to rent starting in the next few weeks. You can find out more information about our exhibit as well as our micro studios at currentcleveland.org.
Thank you, Angelique and Current. And Abby, I just saw your exhibit for the first time today, and it is absolutely stunning. You just want to fall into those pieces. So glad we were able to share them with you tonight. So now I'd like to invite you to head back to the main entrance of the building. We're going to mosey past the beautiful Bob Peck mural that's facing north on our dock area. And we're going to pop in the front door, up one landing, and drop in on Eileen Dorsey to see what she's got on the easel tonight.
Dorsey, and I'm an artist here at 78th Street Studios in Suite 105 on the first floor. Thank you for coming. I have lots to share with you today. Quick intro, I am a landscape artist. I paint in oil, and I use this fun tool called a palette knife, which is a mixing tool to create my paintings. I don't even use a brush at all. So right now I'm working on a commission painting, and that's basically when a client asks me to paint a certain scene. This one is actually a combination of 2 paintings of mine, so I'm right in progress of doing that. And in other really great news, I just finished a really huge project. I also paint murals. I paint them in restaurants, in homes, and also for the background set for photo shoots for really famous musicians named 21 Pilots. So make sure you check out their new album, Scaled and Icy, and I did the wavy background for that photo shoot, and I'm so excited. It's such a great experience. So a couple things that are happening right now is I'm going to be offering a little Mother's Day promotion. So I'll have a couple things in the studio that are going to be discounted for all the moms out there. So you're going to have to stop by the studio to see what it is and how much the discount is. So make sure you check out my website at eileendorsey.com or visit me online on Instagram at Eileen_Dorsey_studio. So I hope to see you later and have fun at the studios.
Thanks, Eileen. And I want to welcome you back to Smart Space, where we're staged tonight in our main event space in the building, surrounded by some terrific open artist studios and galleries, and also hosting some guest artisans from North Coast Promotions, who you may see behind me, along with Carrie King, who's joining us once again this evening, treating us to the sounds of Paris street music on her accordion. Thanks for being here again tonight, Carrie. Love your music. So now, right next door to Eileen, I'd like to mention to you that we're very, very happy to have artist and photographer Eric Rippert rejoining us tonight for the first time since, that thing happened last year, the pandemic. We're so happy to have you back, Eric, and we know a lot of folks are getting their vaccines. I'm a 2-timer as of yesterday. Pfizer poster child, feel great except for a sore arm, but make sure you get those shots. So now let's head a couple doors down from Eileen, past Eric's studio, and stop in to say hi to Laurel Herbold.
Hello, and welcome to our third Friday virtual tour. You're in room 107 in the Smart Space. I'm Laurel Herbold, and my partner Chad Cochran, otherwise known as Cowtown Chad, is in here with me, but not today. So what's new this month is all of these works here on paper. They just came from a 6-month visit downtown at the Metropolitan at the 9. They're actually only here for this month, and then they go on to another show at Toast over on 65th Street. There were 14 paintings. There's some here, there's some on the opposite wall, and some I just didn't have room for, but they will all be at Toast. Recently the Lakeland Community College has had their women's show, which they do every year for Women's History Month. And I had 4 pieces in the exhibit. These are 2 of them. The others are throughout the gallery here. And that one happens to be sold. Yay. So I don't know if many of you know, but I've been trying to get into more of 3-dimensional stuff with my Wee People with the metal and the welding that I've already started. This was new last month here, and I'll continue to have more of this. These little guys are actually 3D printed, which I had help from Helper Lighting Solutions. They have a 3D printer, and they're also available for hire if you need something 3D printed, by the way. All right, thank you for tuning in, and come and visit us when you're back out on the streets. We'll be here waiting for you. Next month, my partner Chad will be back to join us, and either of us can be reached through our websites. I am laurelherbold.com, and he is at Cowtown Chad.
Thanks, Laurel, and thanks for being with us tonight. Now let's head one more door down and drop in on Bruce Buchanan to see what he's up to this evening.
there, everybody. I'm Bruce Buchanan, and I've got a stained glass studio here at Studio 108 in 78th Street Studios. I'm a stained glass studio. I do commission work, a lot of repair and restoration for homes and churches in the area. And right now I'm building some panels for a contractor who's doing a dining room add-on. I've got a whole pattern for it. All the pieces are cut to the pattern, and this is the part where I assemble the whole thing with these little I-channel LEDs. So the whole thing will get soldered together and puttied, and it'll be like any stained glass window that you're used to seeing. So if you want to come in and see what I'm working on, you can stop on by.
Thank you, Bruce. And I'd like to mention that we also have businesses open on our lower level, our ramp level this evening. Art Neo is actually in between exhibits, but we've pulled a beautiful array of abstract paintings from our collection. We're calling it Colors from Our Permanent Collection, with a really great, actually nationally important exhibit of magic realism paintings opening in May. So we hope you'll join us for that. It should be very, very exciting. Besides Art Neo, the Regional Museum of Northeast Ohio Art, we also have the Byzantine open downstairs, several artisans from North Coast Promotions, Goode Style and their eclectic design, and Yellow Cake Clothing Company. But now, let's head next door to Bruce. We're going to go one more door west and drop in on Zach Hoon with GalleryPlus.
Hello and welcome to GalleryPlus. I'm Zachary Hoon, the owner artist, and for Third Friday in April, I'm glad to welcome local clay artist Matt Richards to the gallery. Obviously, Matt's here with us today, so let me have him tell you a little bit about his work. Matt?
Oh, glad to do that. Thanks for welcoming me. My name is Matt Richards. Potter, local potter and blacksmith. Just a little bit about myself. A lot of people ask me, where did I start doing pottery? When did I start doing pottery? I was back in about 1988. I was in Japan, and I went over there as an exchange student through college, and I had the opportunity to take a one-year class in pottery, and that really started it as a hobby. And then I lived there for a total of 18 years, and most of the time I was there, I was doing pottery. Moved back to the Cleveland area, and then away I went with it. So here's some of my work. I have a lot of different things, a lot of different crazy, kind of wild and funky and different items that I do. Some are decorative, some are functional, and of course it depends on what you mean by decorative and functional. Certainly the dishware is functional, but it also looks cool. I have a lot of lanterns and incense burners here that are pretty cool. Let's see, I don't know, where should we start? Oh, this is one of my favorites. It's a water feature. It's a dragon, and it's got water coming out here, and it just has a really nice atmosphere. When I have them back in the studio, I always have them going and just immediately come in and click them on, and away he goes. The sound of water is very soothing. A lot of these other funky, we've got seasonal items. We've got the snowmen, for Christmas time or winter. Now that we're coming out of winter and into spring, you got these are still kind of a reminder, keep you cool. Then when we get into the fall season, and I personally, any season, doesn't matter, you can have these out all year round. I love Halloween. I missed a bunch of Halloweens when I was in Japan, making up for it. I've got the Halloween guys and all of these are hollow underneath, so that you can put lights, put them over lights, candles, lanterns. Then we get to for spring and Easter, these little bunnies, which I call them wacky wabbits, just because funky name for them. I have the birds, which have been a popular favorite all year round. Birds seem to be a thing. Something new that I've been working on is kind of developing. Last year, a year or so, 2 years ago maybe, I had these incense burners that are kind of a steampunk, kind of an industrial feel. Because I do the blacksmithing, I like to cross over, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but we're multimedia, if you will. but these guys are sort of a way of going multimedia without going multimedia, because you've got that industrial feel of metal, brick, but it's all ceramic. These are incense burners, and this is a backflow burner where the smoke comes out. But those were 2 years ago, and then just about a month or so ago, I was doing birds and I went, wait a minute. So I did these little, I call them cyborgs birds. So it just sort of went industrial with these, and they kind of developed into cyborg birds, which I think are really cool. And again, these can be, you put them over lights and they look pretty cool. Heading into, no, I was just talking about that crossover between blacksmithing and pottery. This is something I've done, which is you got the ceramic bowl or vessel here, and then you've got the forged handle, which I've made all parts of it, and it's a nice crossover because you've got that double thing here. These have holes in, so it could be a lantern for hanging, and I make hooks that you can hang them on the wall. They're back over there. Shut all that up. But yeah, then I have the dishware, which is absolutely functional. A lot of people ask, are these food safe? Are they dishwasher safe? The glazes are all food safe. Everything's cool. It's and they're actually microwave safe, and they're dishwasher safe. So no problems there. They're not gravity safe. No, I haven't protected that yet. So don't drop them. But yeah, I got a lot of different things here, and different sculptures and fun stuff. So I look forward to seeing everybody this Friday.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Matt. And thank you all for tuning in virtually. If you'd like to come in and check out Matt's work in person, just give me a call or shoot me an email. Be happy to set up a private appointment. Well, until next time, stay safe.
Thank you, Zach. And I've known Matt's work for many, many years, and Matt is one of the best craftsmen around. So glad to have you showing with GalleryPlus. So I'd like to mention that across the hall from GalleryPlus, we also have Megan Frankenfield joining us tonight with her beautiful architectural acrylic paintings. Next door to Megan is Dawn Techler with her encaustic paintings. And just around the corner from Dawn, 11-2 is open tonight, showing their terrific mix of street art and also their guest curators who are showing some really, really cool ceramics, big ceramics tonight. It's amazing stuff. But now, let's head next door to GalleryPlus and drop in, see what Sean Kinley at Kinley Studio is up to. Thank you, Sean. And it would be a great time to mention that, as you saw on Sean's walls, he's heavily influenced by the Cleveland sports scene. That several of our businesses will be open over the next couple of weekends for the NFL draft, which is taking place in Cleveland. Very excited to be hosting that this year. And you'll also be able to check out some early Mother's Day shopping here. Our hours will be, golly, I think it's 2 weeks from now. The hours will be, I'm sure, posted on social media, but it'll be the last weekend in April, moving into May 1st. Please check out our website for details, also our Instagram and Facebook pages. So lastly, I'd be remiss to not mention that we also had a couple of businesses joining us for the first time this year on the third floor. Peter Larson Photography and Matt Sweeney Art have both reopened their doors tonight in Suite 301. Charmaine Spencer, unfortunately, was not with us tonight, but Justin Brennan's studio, Justin showing his terrific oil paintings, and Survival Kit Gallery on 3 have been open tonight, and we look forward to seeing more from them in the coming year. So in the meantime, that about does it. We're so happy you were here with us tonight. As I briefly said earlier, get those shots. It's not as bad as you might think. It'll just get us all closer to the finish line, hopefully. We know there's a lot of weirdness going on. Numbers are not going in the direction we would hope, but the sooner that we all get this done and do our duty, if you can call it that, the sooner that we'll all be able to enjoy one another, possibly even maskless, and possibly even this year. So the main thing, though, I readily acknowledge is be safe, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'd like to mention that this video you've seen tonight will be cleaned up considerably by this kind gentleman, Zach Kuhn, across the table from me over the coming weeks, and it'll be posted and reside on our YouTube page. So by all means, subscribe to 78th Street Studios YouTube page, where you can kind of fast forward through the junk that I'm talking about to the main meat of the matter and see what the artists are doing. Now in the meantime, please take care. Please feel free to consider joining us in the future. We'll do our best to ensure your safety. And please have a great spring. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care. Have a good weekend.